Wolfpack early birds. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of seconds to come in. The Wolfpack early birds. Halito, grand rising, up and at 'em this morning. I hope you guys are having a blessed morning. I know the birds out there, man, the birds, the roosters, everything is just lively. You know what I'm saying? A shout out to Black American Network in the house. And for those who follow me, please do not forget to follow him. Well, like I said, that's my brother down there in the South America. And if anybody, I want to get any input on what's going on in South America, I'll definitely talk to my brother. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But Halito, and I want to thank everybody that got me over the 2K threshold. Got me over the 2K threshold. It's been a while, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I see my following move fast from the beginning, then it slowed up, and now, I am so thankful for all the people that has been supporting Peanut Nola 504 in the Aborigine channel. I know a lot of people are asleep right now, but it's okay if you will be able to catch the replay. And I am now in Kansas. I'm in Kansas. Just like you said, we're not home anymore. We're in Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore, but I'm in Kansas. Okay. I'm definitely in Kansas. I had picked up a load this morning. I won't be able to move until around 7 o'clock. So I thought that this is the right time to make a live where I don't have to move around and basically talk about some wolves, in sheep clothing. They got some hypocrites out there. I mean, some serious religious hypocrites. They have some serious religious hypocrites. And that's going to start with Jamaal Bryant. It's going to start with Jamaal Bryant. Because I'm going to tell Jamaal Bryant, if I had a donkey of the day, you going to get the donkey of the day. Jamaal Bryant is going to get the donkey of the day, whether you like it or not. Now, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it's just unbelievable that we have people who love to tear down our own people. And I can sit here and tell you, I have said it many times before, I was not a big fan of Kevin Samuels. Never was. But that does not mean that when I take the time to tear a man while he's dead, kick him while he's down. And for some of the things that I heard from Jamaal Bryant, he gets in front of women. He gets in front of women and use women as usual for the worst. Use women for clout. And women have to wake up and see that these men are not godly as they think they are. They're not godly. Godly people don't act as Jamaal Bryant did, talking about this man needed a GoFundMe so he can get buried. Now, this is allegedly because sources came out that this is not true. But Jamaal Bryant used his platform of religious people to destroy another man. We seen Vivica Fox, and let me tell you something. It's not surprising that there are some females that are still attacking the man, but when a man do it, it's a problem because the man is dead. No respect for the man's family. No respect. No care in the world. And it's so sad that a lot of these women, you see more women in the church than you see men. You see more women in the front seat of the pew than you see men. And most of the time, the women in the churches are seeking a godly man. But what they don't understand is the godly man that's leading them is a hypocrite. The so-called godly man in these mega churches is a hypocrite. How are you going to cast stones when you are a womanizer yourself? Shout out to Jones. We'll see. We got D. Jones in the house. Kalito, how are you going to point the other finger at a man who criticized women? But you're gonna praise a man who womanized women, who committed adultery by being married and cheating on his wife. Make it make sense, people. How is Jamaal Bryant going to throw stones at Kevin Samuels? You're not qualified to sit there and talk about another man when you know that you're fucked up. You're not qualified to point fingers. I have said many times on this platform, I don't agree with Kevin Samuels. Everything that Kevin Samuels do, I don't agree. But there are some things that I do agree, and there's some things I don't. But I would rather not talk about another man and destroy another man's character, especially knowing that the man is dead. Some of the married women respect pastors more than their own husbands, and this is a fact. Some of these women respect the pastor. I remember not too long ago, I was in Dillard's. Never forget in Dillard's trying to get my son fitted. And this lady recognized that my cousin was a pastor of the church. And this lady looked at my cousin as a celebrity and that he can do no wrong. But boy, she don't know my cousin. See, people are so captivated on the man that's speaking because he's in a suit and he has the attention of others. Because some apparent reason they believe that he's Jesus' disciple. They believe that the man can do no wrong, that he is the judge of all people. And most of these the pastors today are money-hungry men and womanizers. Most of these pastors, not all, there are some good men out there that's speaking good words. I won't say all men that speaking the good words are evil people. That would be very, very, very stupid of me to believe that. But as far as go, Jamaal Bryant, who was in a scandal on his own wife, how dare you talk about Kevin Samuels? How dare you talk about a dead man? And your congregation took you back, even with the scandals. Because all the women who are in the front pew are confused. And they're looking for leadership from a man. And they're being deceived by a wolf in sheep clothing. How could you throw stones at people when you actually doing immoral acts? How could you throw stones at a man because of his opinion of women, and your actions is more dirtier because you cheats on your wife? What is wrong with people? What's the fucking what is wrong with fucking people? What is wrong with our people? Our people. The gullible people that you see out here. So many gullible people to the good word. So many gullible people for hearing something positive. But when you see these people, they living negative lives. Some of these churches out here today, they living in the word. They're living in the world. They're not sanctified. You look at Yolanda Adams and Kurt Franklin, and you see all these clowns that you see at the awards. You know, they want an award for praising God. A lot of these religious people, they got award show. They need all, for something that's supposed to be praise to God, but they praise, they want praises for themselves. A lot of them bring the world into the church. How you think people can take them seriously when they bring the world in the church? Church have confused a lot of people. Churches that the same people that they've been condemning, they condemn the gays, but got them on a piano. They condemn the gays, and they got them as the choir director. They got women preaching. Everything that the Bible says that's supposed to be immoral, they doing it backwards. But they're the hypocrites. They're the main ones who want to, the main hypocrites are church members. The main hypocrites are people in religion that are pointing fingers at people that they say are backsliders. Many sisters in the church are having sex with the pastor, with the deacons. Many deacons are having sex with the board leaders. They twerking in church. They dropping it like it's hot in church. But yet they look to a man like Kevin Samuels and judging the man because he hurt somebody's feelings. Because he hurt women's feelings. But how many supposedly Christians that they supposed to be Christians celebrating the death of another man. Who makes you the judge? Who make you the judge? Because we all have fallen short in our life. We all have fallen short in our life. We all have problems. We all are not perfect people. I don't understand and never will, because that's what has kept so-called black people who are melanin down for years. The slave master used church. He used white Jesus. And you are too dumb to see it. They used the book. The book was meant to be good, and they used it for evil. They used the book for manipulation. Contradicts everything. So many lies that have been told. You want to judge one way, but don't want to judge the other way. Shout out to Mr. Carr, Mr. Cart in the house. I don't get it. M. Cart. I'm sorry, not Mr. I don't get it. I don't get what's wrong with us. And we let people like this man, Jamaal Bryant, sit here and think that he can sit here and judge. And he has been in multiple scandals. He has been in multiple scandals. But yet he can talk about a man because he's trying to gain clout. Gaining clout on social media to build up his brand in the church world. You want to follow a pastor that's named Crooked Dollar, TD Jakes, all these so-called pimps pimping people for their money. Some people pay their last rent money thinking that they're going to get something. Some of them give up everything for these pastors. I grew up in church watching my grandmother cooking for the pastors. A group of women in the kitchen cooking for the pastors. And this has been going on for years. The deacons, the pastors, the elders, the black church, the so-called black church. And if you don't recognize real, you will never understand real. What is spiritual and what is religion, and the difference between the two. Your God said, do not idolize any other gods. Do not bow down to any other gods. But religion bows down to other gods. He said, do not bow down to statues. But this is what I talk about when it comes down to hypocritical pastors. They got churches, mega churches in their name. Shout out to Charles Johnson. They got mega churches in their name. They call it their church. Some of you guys are so confused in religion, it's a damn shame. They pimping the public. They pimping the public. $1 million homes. The white man out there in Houston Got a mega church in Houston. A hurricane came down. It took the public to shame his ass. For him to let the people come into church when the hurricane came in Houston. They don't give a damn about y'all. Some of them they're cult leaders like Nature Boy. What is the difference between some of these ministers and cult leaders? What is the difference? Because they all egotistic. They all knocks. Every last one of them are knocks. And they make it all about them. Low vibration Joel Osteen. Low vibration Joel Osteen have been taking your grandmother's money for years. All them people needed somewhere to go. The refugee, they call them refugees. They need somewhere to go. And it's a damn shame that we can sit here, no matter how much you disagree with Kevin Samuels, that is not appropriate to sit here and be ditching and tarnishing the name of the man because you don't like him. Because your feelings is hurt because you felt like he was talking about you. I tell people all the time, women, you don't have to listen to these motherfuckers on social media. If somebody is destroying the melanated woman, the melanated man, why are you following these people? But the man is dead. And you got Jamaal Bryant, of all people, who have cheated multiple times on his wife. Allegedly. Multiple times on his wife. What a hypocrite. And some of you guys are still going to go to his church. Some of you guys going to get up. Some of you girls, ladies, are still going to. Some of you ladies was enjoying the fact that he was slaughtering Kevin Samuels while the man is deceased. Because you thought that, hey, he's getting them back. He's doing it for us. Jamaal Bryant was not doing it for you. Jamaal Bryant was not doing it for you. Wake up, ladies. Jamaal Bryant was doing it for himself. For the clout. And he immediately apologized. That's how you know that he ain't a man anyway. Because one thing, if I'm going to say something and I mean it, I'm not going to take it back. See, this is what you call a attention whore. You guys let these men, these preachers, tell you where you're going to go and where you're not going to go. Pointing the fingers at you, telling you what God going to do you, what God going to do this, and well, what God is going to do them. They're so busy pointing at you. What is God going to do them? They're pimps. And I don't know every pastor out there because it would be very, 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 very fucked up for me to sit there and talk about everybody. I'm pretty much sure they have some good-hearted people who meant to do some good work for people. Because I have met some guys who were pastors, and I have met during Katrina. I seen some people. One of the churches was the Church of Christ, and I seen the work. I seen how they were giving people apartments. I seen how they were feeding people, how they were clothing people, buying people vehicles. I would never say everybody. I can't. I would be very, very, very wrong to sit here and say that all these people are bad people. But I'm talking about these scammers, these mega churches. I'm talking about these mega churches, these people who taking your last dollars. They're running around in beautiful vehicles, and your ass running around in a tin can. I don't get it. I really don't get what's going on, family. I don't get it how we can sit there and praise motherfuckers who sit there and destroy our own and then yet pimp our women. Pimping our women in the same manner. These women were celebrating, were screaming and hollering. Tell it like it is. Oh, no, you don't have nobody to tell you about your work. Well, you ain't no different than Kevin Samuels, sir. You're no different than Kevin Samuels, sir. Jamaal Bryant, but the difference is Kevin Samuels have not been caught cheating on his wife. You have. Allegedly, you have been caught cheating on your wife, Jamaal Bryant. I don't get it. I never forget the pastor who was having sex with multiple boys, little boys in the church. And then he supposedly died of HIV. Of AIDS. I can't think of the pastor that was. Everybody believed in the guy. The guy was a great pastor supposedly, but yet he was a predator. He was a predator the whole time. The whole time he was messing around with little boys. A lot of people don't understand that people use religion to do their dirty work. Eddie Long, thank you for talking about it. Cause see, Chief Peanut notified before getting older, and I'll be forgetting some of these names. Eddie Long. Eddie Long had multiple boys. He would pick up boys. And he would take some of the boys that was some of the weakest boys, and what he would do, he would take them and he would buy them things, and then he would molest them. Eddie Long was out there having all these women giving their sons, giving up their sons. All these single women was giving Eddie Long their sons. Daddy Long stroke. And all these women was allowing their sons to go to Eddie Long. And people don't understand that, when I was coming up, when I had my children, we didn't allow our children sleeping by people's homes and stuff like that. We just didn't trust people. But some of you people trust these pastors. Some of you brothers and sisters trust these pastors more than you do your husbands. Some of you women trust the pastor more than you trust the husband. I never let my children do that sleepover bullshit. You don't never know what's going on at the other child's house. You never know what's going on at the other child's house. And then they come back, and these children come back years. You never protect me. They come back years and they blame you as a parent. Some of the most demon things happen with spending the night. It be your family be some of your family be the number one molesters. Some of the family members be the number one molesters. Some of the friends of the family be the number one molesters. Yeah, we didn't. My mother didn't have us all over the place like that. It's like I told people, we are our own tribe in our own house. We wasn't spread around like a lot of these. There's a lot. What you wonder why a lot of these young people are the way that they are, because a lot of them been molested in the family. Some of these parents have been neglecting. have been neglecting. And then when the child open up their mouth, whether it's a son or a daughter, open up their mouth and tell and say that Uncle Richard did this to me, then the mama defends Uncle Richard. And a lot of people don't understand that a lot of these young men who have been turned out, whether it's the Catholic religion, whether it's the Baptist religion, they are being turned out in the church. You might think, oh, I don't have a man, so I'm going to get them involved in church. And I'm going to put them around a man that I think that is a man. I'm going to put them around a man that I think that is a man. Because of what I see. Won't believe the child, but will believe the man. The target on social media is single women. The target in church is single women. I talk about Umar Johnson all the time. Umar Johnson is has been lying about the school. And who do Umar Johnson target the most? The YouTube pastor. Because I call Umar Johnson the YouTube pastor. Who do he target? Black single women. And they've been doing this multiple times for many years. The most gullible black, so-called black, and I'm going to say black because I'm going to use black in a negative way. Sinetta TV, who they target? Females. When YP, Young Pharaoh content was blowing up, who followed Young Pharaoh the most? It was single women. It's single women. Polite, single women, because these women are looking for strong men. They're looking for men who have a voice. They're looking for men who speak strongly and speak intelligently. And that's what they're looking for, and they think that's a man. Some of these men ain't got a job. Some of these men have I mean, for God's sake, these men are just out here living. But they look to them. I remember years ago, I'm gonna bring this up. I had a family member, I had some in-laws, and never forget this shit. I've been doing well for myself, work real hard, do well. I had a family member that done that, an in-law that valued my brother more than she valued me. My brother, well, I ain't gonna really like bring it out there, but my brother wasn't really doing shit because he fixed the blind and he got up in there and he did some handiwork. She thought he was a real man, more manly than me. But my brother didn't want to work. He didn't want to do shit. See, women see a man and they see a man because they see a man out there. They don't know the man, but they see a man. And they give men the benefit of the doubt. They'll take any fucking man. Some of our women will take any man. And most of them they go get is the ones who are deadbeats. They get the man that don't want to work, don't want to provide, don't want to do shit. But I tell people all the time that these churches was an easy hustle for a lot of these brothers. It's an easy hustle. And the things that I did agree with the brother who died, Kevin Samuels, was they have a lot of women who are very picky when it comes down to certain men. They pass up actually good men because they seem to believe that are certain, they have a bad way of picking men. I always said that certain women, they look for a roughneck, but what's good is having a roughneck if the roughneck ain't providing for you? What's good is the thug if the thug ain't providing for you, if he's not a protector for you? The man that you think is weak gives you everything. The man that you think that is strong don't give you shit. I tell you, it's sad. We got these pastors, we got these content creators that are destroying the community. Just like I told you before, I didn't believe in everything Kevin Samuels was preaching, but I don't think it's our time to jump up on him while he's dead. I just don't believe that. I think that because he has parents, because his parents is his mother still living, because he do have family, he has a daughter. I think that we have to be respectful to that and get out of our feelings. Even Tyler Summer, because you know what? Tommy Sotomayor is worse than Kevin Samuels. Tommy is worse. And that's one dude I could actually say, fuck him. Fuck Tommy Sotomayor. Because if anybody is the worst, it's Tommy Sotomayor. That dude there has a problem with melanated women, period. Now, I've seen Kevin Samuels criticize other race of people, but I never see Thomas Sotomayor criticize other race of people. Never. It's always ganging up on a melanated woman. Now, I have a problem with Tommy. Fuck Tommy. So, it is what it is. But some of these guys, like you say, you just got to know where to be respectful. Because if something happened to you, then everybody don't agree with what I say on these YouTube streets. Would I want people to be destroying my legacy or talking bad about me? No. After I died, I can't speak for myself. And then what I want people to be doing, no, nobody would. Nobody would. And Jamaal Bryant, you are a hoe. You are a pimp, Jamaal Bryant. You're the last person that can cast any stones on anybody, Jamaal Bryant. You are an adulterer, Jamaal Bryant. You're leading your flock astray. Your flock of women astray. And it's a shameful thing that people take advantage of women, especially melanated women. The melanated woman is the queen of the crop. It's the ultimate chiefess. It's the ultimate matriarch. There's no greater woman. No greater woman. Because I can sit here and say that because I have a melanated mama. And I always said a brother who can't say nothing good about a melanated woman don't love their mother. A mother, a brother who can't say a damn good thing about a melanated woman truly never loved their own mother. And some have really good reasons not to love their own mother. Because some of the mothers, babies having children, children having children. Some of the mothers have not lived up to the name mom. Some of the mothers have treated their own children like shit. They won't be a Kevin Samuels and they won't be a Tommy Sotomayor if it wasn't for poor mothers, for mothers who have been abusive to their children. We got to call it out. Not all women are queens. Not all women are chieftains. Not all women are matriarchs. Not all men are men. See, we put everybody because they get a little older. One of the most biggest lies is saying because you're older, you're wiser. I know some old fools out there who's in their 60s and still think they're in their 20s. Age does not mean that you're wise. They got some people that are very immature. They got brothers out there that's not qualified to lead, but they pimping the community. Not qualified to lead anybody. Can't even lead their own household, but want to preach. They want to preach and they want to teach everybody, but their motherfuckers out here are not qualified. Want to tell everybody where they going. Motherfucker, where you going? You sleazy bitch. Where the fuck you going? Where the fuck you going? Somebody told me, Peter, I know the 504, you just a preacher. Preachers don't talk like I talk. I'm a motivated speaker. I motivate my people. Totally different. I'm not trying to take you and bring you to heaven because I don't have the power to bring you to somebody's heaven. The way you live your life, the only judge of you is you. There's not a man and a woman that can bring you into the promised land. Only you. There's not a man that can put you in heaven or hell. Mr. Evans in the house. I want people to understand that. You focus so much on man. You rely so much on man and woman, man and woman. And you don't understand that either one of them can't lead you nowhere. Only you. The only person that can send you somewhere, only you. You got to look at yourself and look yourself in the mirror and see if I'm doing better. I'm worrying about damn Sister Stampley, and I'm not worrying about myself. Y'all out here gossiping, out here doing immoral shit, worrying about the other person. Ain't worrying about your own fucking lives. Ain't living righteously in your own way. Everybody look for the good gossip. There's things that you can shape up in your own life start by loving you. Everything starts by loving yourself. If you was a woman that loved yourself and you are devoted to yourself, you ain't nothing Kevin Samuels, ain't nothing Tommy Sotomayor, when you are content about you, ain't nothing a man on this planet can say about you. When you know you. Because these people on social media don't fucking know you. They don't know your worth. Nobody can tell you who you are and what you ain't. Because you know your worth. I don't need a pastor or a preacher to tell me my worth. We got Black America. You still gonna call me a reverend or chief, huh? The reverend chief, huh? Well, I guess you know what. In a way, back in the days, there was that chief that always spoke their mind and was preaching to the tribe. Maybe I am. I don't know. I love to motivate my people. I love to talk about uplifting my people. You're never going to understand your worth. Stop allowing man to define you. Some have low self-esteem. And that's what it's all about, man. We are some of the lost people, and church have done good for people. I'm not gonna sit here and say church haven't done some good for people. I knew some prisoners, some guys who was past prisoners, God believed in a God, and whatever that God done for them, so be it. If it changed them from wanting to kill somebody, good for you. If you believe in your white Jesus, believe in your white Jesus. Who's me to tell you who to believe in? But don't come forcing that bullshit on us, because some of us are spiritual people. Some of us are spiritual people, and some of us believe that the spirit lies within us. You got brothers out here I never understood that shit. Oh, don't curse. Who made up curse words? What curse words come from? Oh, the Bible said don't be cursing. You can come up with any kind of word and make it sound good or sound bad or sound good. Who's the law when it comes down to telling you what the fuck to do? Who's the law? Everybody wants to control everybody. Everybody think they know it all. If you ain't learning shit, you're not involving. You go in your life and you meet people and you ain't learn from them people, you ain't evolving. You going around and got your ears closed, don't want to listen and learn. You can learn from anybody. Shout out to Greedy Vegan. You got your coffee ready, Greedy? Yeah, some people get up in the morning. You never just wonder that you need that people don't understand that they can solve the matters. You don't need you got these counselors, the preachers telling you how to run your marriage, and you go counsel they counsel you. A person that has been divorced 5 times, I don't want to be counseled by that person that's been divorced 5 times. That's just not me. I don't give a fuck of his experience. You've been divorced 5 times. I don't want to hear that shit. That means you can't even commit. Don't come over here telling me shit because you've been married 5 times and you've been divorced 5 times. Ain't nothing your experience can tell me. But the only thing your experience can tell me is I'm gonna fail. That's the only thing it's gonna tell me is I'm gonna fail. Anything that you put in, you can overcome anything that you put in if you put the right energy in it. Anything that you can overcome drugs if you put your energy into it. You can overcome being an alcoholic. You don't need the church. And I just don't get it. I'm 3 years. In 3 years, I'll be 50 years old myself. And I'm still looking at myself. And I'm still looking in the mirror and can I do better? Chief Peanut Nola 504, can I do better? Don't ever get in your head to where you just made it to the highest mountain and that you know everything and that you just better than other people. You got flaws just like everybody else got flaws. Shit, I get into it with my wife just like everybody else get into it with their wife. Chief Peanut Nola 504 ain't perfect. I got some things that I got to keep my children in line. Stop thinking that you're so greater than other people because you're living a lie. You're living a lie. You're not righteous. You're not living right. And stop putting your whole honor in your faith. If I gotta pay somebody to talk to, that's not great advice, man. You can talk to anybody. You should be able to talk to any of your Aborigine brothers out here to find that you can learn from each other. You don't need a psychiatrist. You don't need somebody to pay. Yeah. Every time you hear church and I just don't get people. Jamaal Bryant, you a bitch. Jamaal Bryant, if you ever see this on YouTube, you are a hypocrite. Jamaal Bryant, Jamal Harrison Bryant, you are a bitch. And I just want you to know that some people see you for who you are. That you took the time to get clout off of somebody's debt. That you went to the church, got all them women hooping and hollering or over somebody's debt. Is that what your Jesus do? Is that what your Jesus teach you? Talking about the man GoFundMe, how allegedly that the man had to be buried by a GoFundMe, allegedly. And then you know what? If you meant what the fuck you said as a man, you wouldn't have came back and apologized, bitch. No, you meant what you said the first time. Don't allow people to come back and apologize. They send, and I want people to understand this. They send people like Jamaal Bryant. They send certain people after you. It be your own people. You didn't see a white pastor do that. You didn't see the white pastor come after that man. You didn't see that. You never see white people come after us. It be your own people. It be your own people. And they'll sell the souls because of money. They want that dollar. It's like old Cruffler dollar, cricket dollar, I call him. Cricket dollar. All these damn ministers out here that what have they actually done for you that you can't do for yourself? Because you're not gonna take that pastor with you where you're trying to go. Don't you ever thought about that? That you came in this world and you're gonna leave this world by yourself? That some things in life takes common sense? In nature, in spiritual nature, you know that killing another person is wrong. You don't need the Bible to tell you that just going killing somebody is a wrong thing. Shout out to Rainstorm just waking up this morning. You know you're old, Rainstorm. You're old, brother. You got your coffee. Make sure you get your coffee because your eyes barely open. I know. You know we elderly. I want people to understand this. That people don't understand that they can fix their own problems. That they don't need a man to fix their own problems. That they can look themselves in the eye and say, you know what? The problems that I have may be caused by me. The things that I do may be me. If I look at myself, I can fix myself. I don't need a pastor. I don't need a fucking church. I can look at me. If I'm not making money, it's because of me. If I don't have a house, if I don't have that car that I want, it's because of me. Because I don't have the ambition. the determination. And because I'm lazy, I don't have what other people have. Look yourself in the mirror and stop complaining and waiting for white Jesus to give you that castle that you can earn on your own. You got brothers and sisters been waiting for years, waiting, dropping in that collection plate and waiting and waiting. What the fuck are you waiting for? Nobody, no man should motivate you. No woman, you should have that inside you. Motivate yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, self, there's some things about me I could do better. There's some things about me that's been fucked up over the years. I could change my life. I could do some better things. Stop blaming everybody. All I do is blame, 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 giving a white man more energy, giving a white man more power. The white man did me this. The white man put me in slavery. The white man, white man, white man, white man. You got the white man believing he's so powerful that a white man went into the grocery store and shot up 10 more black people because you gave that white man the power. You got the white men believing that they are the power, the supreme being. Yeah. Some sleeping with the men and the women and the children. Some people don't want to take their power back. They live in these lives, these double lives. A lot of them, these preachers live in these double lives. They live in a lie. They don't truly care about you. They don't truly care about me. Give a damn about nobody. But they give a damn about that mighty dollar. And I'm not going to say all preachers. I'm not, because I believe that they generally have some good preachers out there, some good people. I don't believe that all preachers are out to deceive the people. I don't believe that. I believe they got some good people. I don't believe in a religion. I don't believe in the stuff, but I do believe they have some decent men who want to do right in the world, because I have met some decent men who want to do right in the world. So it would be wrong for me to come on this platform and say that all preachers are bad people. I won't do it, because I met people that were some good people. I met people who was out there literally getting people homes, getting people off the street, helping them clean themselves from drugs. I know some good people. But do people change once they start seeing money? Some people come into every, don't you know, I used to say all the time, I said when YP, Polite, and all them first came in, they were spreading the knowledge and they had some really good information. But you notice that they start changing as their content grew. They start changing. They went away from the information and they got more into the women and getting more into the money. And I want people to understand, a lot of people start off like that. Shout out to everybody that got me up to 2K. And I promise you guys that I will never change. I promise you guys that I will not allow anything to change me, because this is, and hold me to what I'm telling you. Hold me to what I'm telling you. If I should change, check me, because that's the problem right now. We're not checking our community. We're allowing so many people to destroy our community without being checked. And it's going to come a time where you see these people, I'm telling you, man, it's the worst. In our community, it's the worst. It's our own people. And we can talk about the white man 24/7, but we don't. We it's gonna always get back to us. Many are called, but few are chosen. And like I said before, we just gonna have to understand that what Jamaal Bryant did was fucked up. I could not believe this dude went into his congregation, used that moment to destroy Kevin Samuels. And if you always said, you if you wouldn't say this shit while I was alive, why would you say it while I'm dead? If you're not gonna say something to me while I'm alive, why the fuck are you gonna say it to me while I'm dead? And I'm not defending no Kevin Samuels. Because like I told you, there's some things about him I did not like either. But I want people to understand that we are living in a sensitive generation. And we're trying to mute people. We're trying to shut their voice up because they're hurting our feelings. And we have become a weak society who do not know how to deal with somebody else's opinion. And I have seen this multiple times. People can't deal with people's opinions. People cannot deal with other people's opinions. And I always say you shouldn't follow content that you can't take. Why sit up in Kevin Samuels' platform and let him talk to you like a dog? Let him talk about your work. Don't you think you stupid? You must be a little slow yourself. Because ain't no, if I was a female, if I was a woman, ain't no way in the world I'm going to let somebody disvalue me in front of them. I'm going to sit there for the whipping and then going to cry wolf because you chose to sit there. Everybody got a choice in life, family. Everybody got a choice in life. You don't have to be abused by anybody. Live your life to the fullest. ATMs in the churches. Yes, multiple ATMs in churches today because it's $1 million business. It's $1 billion business. They nonprofit organizations. These people are making money off of the so-called God. It's a big business. And like I said, rapes, adultery, fornication, all these things happen in church. The same shit that happens out in the streets, it happens in church. So especially in Christianity, there's a lot of Christians out there that have murdered and killed people in the name of Jesus. A lot of so-called Christians out there killing people in the name of Jesus. Christianity people kill more people than people who are supposed to be sinners. Christians kill more people than people who are supposed to be sinners in the name of white Jesus. In the name of white Jesus. I want people to understand that. The more villains out there have been in religion. You have more people who are controlled by religion than any people on the planet. Religion starts wars. Religion divides people. And there was a time where our tribes, we didn't deal with religion. We had our spiritual beliefs. There was no such thing with religion when it came to our tribes. Our tribes did not live by religion. We live by spiritual. We live by the sun. We live by nature. We live by the trees. We live by the forest. We live by the animals. We did not serve an image. We did not serve a fake image. And people have to understand that. And this is what's been going on. Vexing in the house. 99. Dude tribe out. He said, I'm trying to catch up to the catch up to the current topic. The current topic is about Jamaal Bryant. Jamaal Bryant, the pastor. For those who know Jamaal Bryant, he has been in several scandals from cheating on his wife. Allegedly, he has cheated on his wife. He had several. There were several scandals with him, and we're talking about how the hell he took his platform and he used his platform to destroy Kevin Samuels in front of his congregation, and he was talking about Kevin Samuels could not even afford to bury himself. He had to use GoFundMe, which allegedly that is not true. I'm hearing a spokesperson for Kevin Samuels. He was not buried by no GoFundMe. That was somebody who was doing a GoFundMe for him, and it was turned down by somebody from the family. They did not need to bury Kevin Samuels with no GoFundMe, allegedly. Okay, so Jamaal Bryant is a sermon is actually on YouTube. If you pull up his sermon, he took the time to kick the brother while he was down. I don't care. Like I said, I have a history. My past videos was against Kevin Samuels. I did not like some of his videos. I liked some and I did not like others, okay? But I didn't use the time to attack Kevin Samuels while he was dead or whatever. That was just a matter of opinions on certain things I did not agree with Kevin Samuels on. Okay, as far as him and Tommy Sotomayor, when it came down to melanated women, I don't like people piling on melanated women. I was against that, but he was right about a lot of shit that he was saying. So Jamaal Bryant used his platform and clout and money to destroy the image of a man whose family is grieving. Of a man whose family is grieving. He said, Kevin Samuel, whether you like it or not, has a daughter. Whether you like it or not, he has a mother. So that wasn't a time to sit there and use your clout. And that's what Jamaal Bryant, who is a hypocrite, because he has been cheating on his wife with multiple women, allegedly. Some made Kevin Samuel a prophet and compared him to Malcolm and Martin, which is fucking stupid. Anybody believe that, you're an asshole? That Kevin Samuels is on Martin and Malcolm X. You're an asshole. Because he said he said some things about these women that makes him on a level of a Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. I mean, like I said, we living in the world of conspiracies. We're living in the world of motherfuckers just say anything. Motherfuckers on social media just say anything. I never understood this shit. Jamaal Bryant is a preacher for a mega church in Texas. So when you get a chance, pull him up and you'll see what he said. And we're talking about the so-called black church that has ruined melanated people in America. So that's what we were talking about, how some of these churches who are judging people and yet they are living their sins. I don't get some of these conspiracies. Man, we got motherfuckers. I really know, Greedy, that they got some people on social media that really, 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 I'm telling you, fucked up in the brain. We got motherfuckers, I really believe, that need to talk to a psychiatrist. They need somebody to talk to because they come on and they will say some shit, man. I seen a person yesterday, and a motherfucker comes on yesterday and was defending the white man, basically defending the white man. Racism doesn't exist. I mean, I never understand it. Some of the craziest shit on social media is fucked up. We got motherfuckers who got platforms and got big time subscribers. All they gotta do is create a conspiracy. Yeah, yesterday I was talking to an alien. And that alien, everybody gonna draw to that motherfucker because he said he spoke to an alien. It's crazy. We got some lunatics on social media. And I said it. We got some crazy, crazy motherfuckers on social media. That's why Nature Boy has been around so long. That motherfucker's so crazy that he went from Nature Boy and he believes he's the Messiah now. Because social media has blew his mind. Social media has fucked the man's mind up to make him believe that he's the Messiah now. Y'all been calling yourself God so much. I'm a God. I'm a God. A God don't have to say that he a God. He knows he a God. But y'all got to say God. I'm a God. All you motherfuckers online talk about how much y'all gods. And then psychologically, you get a Nature Boy who really believes he's God. Jesse Lee Peterson said this motherfucker was picking cotton. Jesse Lee Peterson was picking cotton, family. I don't know what the hell is that. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Let me know if you guys can still hear me, because it looked like my background. Oh, there it is. All right, I was about to say, because I don't know what the hell that is. Hold up now. Oh, there it is. I got it clear. I mean, come on now. Now think about this shit. You guys on social media create these fucking monsters. I mean, goddamn, a like and a subscribe can get to your motherfucking head. Cash App will fuck you up. Shout out to the Cherokee Tulu. Some of these motherfuckers, some of these motherfuckers are the worst. And Cherokee Tulu, you know what I'm talking about, sis. You got all these motherfuckers are going crazy on social media. The new thing is now you got to sit there and make yourself believe in your mind. The black man is God. Y'all motherfuckers are worse as the congregation. Y'all is as bad as the church. Man, some of you guys haven't been loved at home. Some of you guys, that's why you don't love your mama. Your mama didn't hug you long enough. Some of you motherfuckers ain't get breastfed. It's crazy to me. I mean, I love to talk about some crazy shit too. I like to talk about conspiracies too. But goddamn, you can't believe every fucking conspiracy. Everything on YouTube and the internet, you can't believe all that shit. That's right, vegan. So that God can get the shit beat out of him, and Goddess can hold herself out. Motherfuckers need to get real. And that's what the fuck I'm talking about, Greedy. These motherfuckers living in some kind of space. They're in the sinking place. They're in the sinking place. Wake the fuck up. Half of these motherfuckers don't want no tribes. It's sad. I mean, they have dropped on their head. I never understood this shit. You got Jamaal Bryant talking about Kevin Samuels. Jamaal Bryant, you a bitch. You going around speaking about Christianity and God, yeah, and everything, and yet you're cheating on your wife. But you're the good pastor. The good pastor. Oh yeah, give me that collection and give me your wife ass. Because that's what they do. They want your wife. And I told people a long time ago, I used to watch my grandmother cooking for the pastor. What the hell is she doing cooking for the pastor? She needs to be cooking for my grandfather. You ain't need to be cooking for no pastor. The fuck you up there. You take care of your man. I seen like 7 women in the kitchen. You women out there taking care of the pastor and you're neglecting your man at home. It's sad. Got your Sunday's best on. Got your guy looking like like you went to the club. What the fuck you wearing a club dress to the church for? What you looking that way for? What are you going to the church? Who you out there trying to impress? Dropping it like it's hot. Go Jesus, go Jesus, go Jesus, go. What kind of blasphemy is that shit? Nature Boy is supposed to be God. If he's God, why he's not out of jail? Why he don't just walk through the bars? Why, if a motherfucker God, why he don't just, he could just, if they shoot bullets, just walk through the bullets. Walk through the jail, motherfucker. Why you let them handcuff you if you God? Why you in amazingly get your Houdini ass out the damn handcuffs? Leonard in the house. R. Kelly running around, worrying about dropping the soap. They up there beating R. Kelly up, all in the fucking jail. R. Kelly running for his life, hollering, worrying about is on suicide or watch. He worrying about his ass being taken multiple times. And Nature Boy, your ass gonna be like R. Kelly. It's sad. R. Kelly talking about, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but he fucking running. Cause they after R. Kelly ass that. Y'all got to see that, man. They got reports that poor R. Kelly ain't doing right now. R. Kelly ain't doing right now. It's crazy. All these motherfuckers want to be God. Don't want their genealogy. Don't want the claim of America, but they want to be God. They don't want their lands, Cherokee, Tulu. They don't want their land, but they want to be God. They want somebody to call them God. It's special to be called God. Nature Boy went from chief to God. Tell you, some of you guys are controlled. So I'm telling you, social media will fuck yourself up. Social media will fuck you up. Social media will fuck you up because if you start seeing nobody following you anymore, you ain't gonna make videos. I see motherfuckers content get down the low. And I be happy if I get 5 in the chat. If I get 5 in the chat, I'm cool with that. Motherfuckers see 5 in the chat, man, it ain't worth posting no more. I ain't making no more video. You wasn't there for the information and the people. You were there for the clout. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Everybody worrying about how many followers they got. Thank y'all for the 2K 2K subscribers. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for getting me over the threshold. But the people who be in my chat, it be like 12, 14 people. That's the real, man. Thank y'all. Sherelle Cunningham. I went back with Sherelle Cunningham for on somebody else's platform, and the sister been supporting me ever since. Susan Thompson in the house. You heard me? If y'all gonna sit there and bash the Kevin Samuels, what the fuck you gonna do about this damn Jamaal Bryant cheating on his damn wife? He the preacher. He the good preacher. The good preacher out there fucking over his wife. But you gotta call a spade a spade. How you gonna be the judge and and your ass you a pimp too? All you guys looking for something. Everybody look, you some weak motherfuckers because you ain't your ancestors. Your ancestors took ass whippings. You need these churches. You need a church. You need somebody to beat up in your head about something that's not real. You need somebody to tell you what to do. You ain't ready for a tribe, man. Some of you motherfuckers ain't ready. Because I'm going to tell you this. When the lights go out, electricity go out, Cherokee Tulu out there working, got weapons, showing people how to do it. But when the lights go out and the food crisis is coming, because see, this is what people don't understand, that we're going into a food crisis. If you go into the stores, there are a lot of products that are not being sold. A lot of shit is discontinuing. And what's gonna happen when the food crisis comes? How many of you guys out there growing your own food? How many people out there growing your own food? How many of you people learning how to make water, how to dig wells and make your own water? Because when the lights go out, what the fuck are you gonna do? When this nation comes to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, and we have to rise again to the motherfucking top, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Because you haven't learned shit. How many times you trained your children how to shoot a gun? As a man can walk into a grocery store and murder off 10 people. And then some of you guys will sit there and say, that's a conspiracy. That's the white man. It's not true. You dumb motherfucker. Shout out to Maria. You gotta be a stupid motherfucker. And you sleep and not woke. You sleep and not woke. What are you gonna do when you ain't got nothing to wipe your ass? Because I'm a truck driver and I deliver at these places, and we see the low products. We see that a lot of things are lacking. We see the food products that are lacking, that are not coming in. As America that we know crumbles, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do to survive in a country that has denied you as your birthright? A country that has denied you of your birthright. What are you going to do? You're going to be caught up in the Jamaal Bryant sagas of him dishing men for telling what he felt was the truth. You're going to dish people who have an opinion, because opinions like assholes. Everybody got an asshole. Melanin women, so-called black women, what are you upset about? Because if you know your worth and you know who you are in this land, why do you give a fuck what a man who don't fucking truly know you say about you? You that weak? Why do you care? If a man say that your value is low, you know that your value is high. A man is gonna need a woman before a woman need a man. A man is more hornier. A man damn near, he needs that woman. He needs that soft hands. A real man, he gonna need that soft hands. He gonna need that soft voice. They got transgenders talking about y'all gonna hate on us when we able to have a baby, but you can't never be a woman. So why do you care that the Tommy Sotomayor's? Why do you care if the Kevin Samuels talk about you? Fuck them. Because when you know your worth and you know who you are as an empress, when you know who you are as a matriarch, fuck them. There's only low vibration people who give a fuck. People with low vibrations, they're the ones who worry about what people think about them. When you're going to build a backbone in this community, when you're going to understand that you don't need, what you need is love from yourself. And then that man is going to love you, sister. That man is going to embrace you, sister, when you don't wear shit off your ass. You got to lure a man in half dressed. You got to walk around half dressed for somebody to see you. You ain't worth it. If you got to take off your clothes for somebody to see your ass, make a man think about what's underneath that skirt. A man don't have vision to know what's underneath that skirt because you showing it. You giving it to him. Because you weak. And you living in your low vibration. You living in your captivity. You living in your pain and your sorrow. It's you. You let a man who got a big ass belly, a man who's bad built, talk bad about you. Like he don't have flaws too. That's it's the most strangest thing in the world for a woman to let a man talk bad about them when he got flaws too. What I want to know where we all built perfectly. Because we all got to get fucking old. We all start wearing down. Why don't you women fucking handle them the way they handle you? You got to be stupid. And you got to have low self-esteem. You need a man to tell you how good you look every fucking day. You got to wear outlandish clothes all up your ass. Man, I can see the crack of your ass. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a man. A man gonna look, but goddamn, we only gonna see one thing and one thing only. And it only gonna intrigue us for the moment. For the moment. You're not wife material. You're not wife material. And that's the thing that you have to understand. You jigging your ass, you jiggling your ass, walking around with no clothes on your ass. That does not intrigue a real man. A real man, that's not respectable for a real man. Some of you women got pot belly motherfuckers. Some of you women got men don't work around the house, don't do shit, but lay on his ass waiting for you to cook for him. But he around there calling you fat, talking about how fat it. You done had 4 or 5 of his babies, but you letting a motherfucking man talk about your weight. Shout out to God Mama. How you gonna let a man talk about your weight when he fat as a motherfucker? What is your excuse? You got to ask yourself, what is the man excuse for being fat and fucked up? It's sad. It's sad how low vibration we have become as a nation of people. I don't understand, and I never will understand melanated people. We were, because like I said, we were never respectful to our women. This stuff have came on in this new generation. This new generation has become this way. And white people, white women, fuck over black men just like they just do it differently. White women will fuck over a melanated black man just like like a black woman would. They just do it differently. They do it different ways. And the same thing goes for Spanish women. And you intrigued by other women, but yet you're down in a black woman and not understanding that all women are the same. Women is women and men is men. But when you value yourself, people gonna respect you. But when you don't value yourself, people are not gonna respect you. How do you expect people to respect you if you don't value yourself? And the same goes for men walking around, still trying to be a teenager, still not trying to be a man, walking around with a baseball cap on, a baseball jersey, a football jersey on, still thinking that these men are in their 40s, these men are in their 50s, still thinking that they're a young man when they're not, and they're going around still thinking that they could pull all the women. They just as low vibration as the women are. They're low vibration as the cougar. Some of these men don't know when to let go and be a man and be a provider. They still want to be in the clubs. They still want to live the dream. Live the dream. Live the dream when the dream is over with, sir. The pale woman has always gotten the Negro in jail. But I'm not going to say all pale women, all this. The whole thing is, it's not about, and I have always told people, I have nothing against white people and other colors of people. I hate when people disrespect our people. It's not about if you got a white woman and she's treating you well and she loves you, so be it. I can't help with your love. But what I do have a problem is when you destroy your own race of people to make to act like that that the white woman is better than the black woman. And that's the problem for me. It's not about the race of the person. It's not about Latino, white, and all this other shit. It's the problem is destroying the melanated matriarch. That's my problem. I don't have a problem with people wanting to be with who they love. You can't stop people for loving who they love. No matter how racist your ass is, you can't stop a person for loving somebody else. I have a problem with that with people who trying to demonize the black woman, who trying to destroy the black woman's image. That's the problem I have, not the white woman, not the Latino woman. I have a problem that y'all look like they look at them above the black woman. When you sit there and think that all of them could be fucked up. It don't have no shit. All the shit. All of them in the same place. Black men, white men, they all could be fucked up. I wish I could drop the link, but I don't have 504 Indigenous Warrior to do it because I'm on my phone in Kansas. But I definitely would love. I know Cherokee, you got some things you want to say. And I'm about to close it. I'm about to close it. But next time I'm gonna have the panel ready. And it is what it is. I'm going to have the panel ready because I've been loving my panel lately. We've been having a nice panel and we've been going off. I will let you know. I'm going to put up an open panel probably maybe this evening. Maybe this evening I'm going to get an open panel and we can discuss that topic. We will review that topic because I do, like I said, I'm not a dictator. I don't come on here trying to change people who they love and who they want to be with. But I have a problem when it's, I think sisters have a problem when you are going around like trying to put it in the face of them and trying to make them like they are like Barbie is the super being. And that's the problem. The disrespect that people have for melanin indigenous women is just, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. You know, that's the problem. I think what people have a problem with. The problem is not about you know, you get your woman, but then you're gonna throw it in melanated people's face. That's the problem. I think that's what a lot of the women have in that case. But like I said before, we gonna have to get it together, my people. We're gonna have to get it together because it's sad. It's sad how we are with each other. And for those, go watch Jamaal Bryant video. It's out on YouTube. Jamaal Bryant dishing Kevin Samuels. Go check it out. Kevin Samuels is dead. That was very unnecessary for him to preach a sermon about Kevin Samuels and talking about the man allegedly GoFundMe had a GoFundMe that they had to bury him with a GoFundMe page. Okay, that was allegedly, and the people that came out said that was not true. That the man paid, was able to pay. I mean, they paid for his family paid for the funeral. So I just want y'all to hear a man who's supposed to be godly, a man who's supposed to be a preacher, sit up there and shit and try to gain clout on social media, gaining clout and trying to diminish this man for clout in front of a whole stack of women. And that's the problem. Shout out to the big chief, Peacock. And that's the problem that we had. Shout out to Keith Graham. Keith Graham, my brother, it's nice to see you. And I think that I agree, Peanut. Who cares who you love? Just don't hear others put down the process. Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people problem is the fact that you chose to be with who you chose to, but then yet you're gonna shit on your race of people. You're gonna shit on your race of people. Talk about how great this person is, but because you have not dated all black women. You have not dated all black women, and yet you're going to sit there and talk about because you had one bad experience or two bad experiences or three bad experiences, and you're going to take the whole race down because of that bad experience, and because you meet a Barbie doll that you think that's a Barbie, and you're going to assume that woman is more superior, which is fucked up. That's the problem that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I like this. The pork chop passes. The pork chop passes. A lot of people don't understand that. And y'all gotta understand, Chief Peanut Nola 504 is gonna always be real. I am uncut. Ain't nobody is using me to say what the fuck that I say. Some of the things that I say out of my mouth is only for me. Okay, I am not used, will never be used. So, if y'all seen me knocked off or somebody impersonate me, then I'm cloned. A motherfucker stole my ass. Okay, but other than that, Peanut Nola 504. I'm real. You heard me. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm not always right. Okay, they're gonna have some times where I misspeak things. I will come back if you can correct me on some of the shit that I say. And I will take it like a man and said I was wrong. But until then, I'm not fucking wrong. Some of you people, stop worshiping people. Stop fucking worshiping people. Stop worshiping man and start learning to love yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and engage in yourself spiritually. And stop looking to man to solve all your fucking problems. The problems that you can't solve for yourself. You can look in you up there trying to get somebody else to solve. All these people on Facebook and all these social media outlets, some of these people don't even like your ass. Some of them people follow you because they window shopping. They want to see what you got. Some of these people, you think, oh, I got 5,000 people following me on Facebook. Half of the 5,000 you don't fucking know. Some of these people don't like you. Some people just nosy and they just want to fucking see what the fuck you're saying. Everybody don't like your ass. Always remember that you wasn't born for people to like you. You wasn't brought here for people to like you. You got to leave this land where people ain't going to like you. Just because they don't like you. Man, shake your ass up. Walk. Put your chest out and walk. Don't fear nobody. Walk. Fucking worrying about somebody. Kevin Samuels ain't worrying about y'all ass. He ain't worrying about y'all ass. He dead. Y'all so hurt over what he said about, you know what? If you're responding to his ass, it must have been true. Vivica Fox, don't even look like a person no more. What the fuck wrong with Vivica? Vivica don't even look like a damn woman no more. And Vivica is one of the most hypocrite motherfuckers. He was only telling the truth about your ass. Old ass cougar fucking around with 50 cents, making yourself embarrassed. Embarrassing yourself. They got some truth to some of this shit. Gabrielle Union, man fucking her man. Gabrielle Union, man fucking her man. Will Smith, old lady, Jada Pinkett, man fucking her whole man. Some of these bitches, they are bitches. Some of these motherfuckers are what he say they are. And some of the, you got to take the truth where the truth is. Not everything he say ain't right. Everything your ass say ain't right. Everything your ass say ain't wrong neither. Always trying to judge people, always trying to change people's opinions. Let that man speak. I told y'all I used to like Archie Bunker because I would rather that racist. I'd rather know who the fucking racist is than a quiet motherfucker. You always want a racist to show their colors. Don't run that racist off. You want to keep them close. Stop trying to control people's feelings and emotions. Stop trying to change people. Who the fuck are you? Everybody is different. Everybody, that's what makes the world so special. That's what makes us great. It's the fact that we have opinions, the fact that we are all different. But if you want to be controlled by the government and society like a fucking robot, that's you. I want them to show their color. I want a racist to show that he's a racist. I'd rather that motherfucker than a quiet motherfucker who right up on you. That motherfucker who right up on you. After your wife, after your wife, after your children, after your money, after everything, but just quiet around you. That's the problem. We live in a generation right now because we are worried about what people think of us. Why they said this. Why? See, like I said, I'm almost 50 years old. I am 47. In 3 years, I will be 50. And out of my lifespan, I have seen racist people. But I respect them racist people because I respect a person that's true to being themselves. There's somebody who's just hanging around me so they can get information. And that's what people do. Some people hang around your ass to learn your ways, learn your truth, learn your information. And then that's what they do. And then they be gone. Some people want your wife. Some people want your life. Some people just window shopping. You think that they love you because they follow you. I'm thankful for the 2K. Halfly, out of my 2K that's following me, I probably got like the 300 people that actually like me. I would hope to think that all of them do, but I'm a realistic person, okay? And I know that people let me say one bad thing that they don't like, and they gonna all turn on my ass too. Because y'all so caught up into Jesus and that we can only be perfect. Y'all so caught up in white Jesus that we got to be perfect people. Y'all let the Europeans teach us of their ways, the Queen of England, her ways, and that we should live. How you gonna tell somebody to live perfectly and your ass don't live perfect? Shout out to old son. Shout out to old son. You know, we got some hypocrites out here. And that's all I'm saying. I hate to be up in there early in the morning. Y'all know it's very hard for me to do content without screaming. I just can't do it without showing my emotions. It's very hard. And I go with people who live by example of their life, the examples in their life. I see how people live. And some people are not afraid to show the way they live. Like I say, Cherokee Tulu is showing you how to live. And we got a lot of content creators. The matriarchs. I was listening to the matriarchs last night. They were so powerful last night. Caught the replay this morning. I want people to understand that we stronger together than apart, but we got to get that messy shit out of us, man. We so jealous of each other, and it's sad. It's sad. So many divided things. If a white man, if a black man is doing all the things to us, it's cool. But when a white man do something to us, then we all in an outrage. The same, just like I said, even though I was upset the fact that the white man, we need to bear arms, but we have to bear arms against our own people too, because we got some ratchet ass men out here and women who out here murdering our men and women. We got to bear arms against our own people too, not just against the white man. I want people to understand that. Some of the most dangerous people to us is our people. Some of the most dangerous people is our people. And I'm sure Malcolm X can tell you that. I'm sure Malcolm X can tell you that it was his people who killed him. It wasn't a white man that killed him, it was his people. It's never the actual, in actuality, it's always one of our people. So I'm out of here, y'all. I want to thank you guys for showing up. Remember that, this, like I said, I want to thank everybody once again. Thank everybody for getting me over that threshold. It took me a long time to get to 2K. I started off. I moved fast to 1,000 subscribers, and then I went on a halt in the middle of and I just thank you guys for helping me get to 2K. Hopefully, you guys can help me get to 3K, and we keep growing. Hopefully, we can keep growing. I'm gonna always be true to my game. I'm always be true to myself. If you don't like the content, it may not be for you. Remember, my content ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody. Okay. I don't force people to come in and listen to me. Okay. So what I say may not reflect you. Okay. So some things that I'm talking about may not reflect you. So please don't take things personal. If you know that you're not the people that I was talking about today, please don't come at me with some bullshit. Please like and subscribe to Peanut Note 504. Also remember, Let's try to get this up to 1K. Remember that this was a Aborigine perspective. I always talk about the Aborigine people, okay? I did not have an open panel today. If you like to support the channel, there's my Cash App. If you would like to support the channel, if you don't have the means, share the video. That would be just as much as appreciate to me than just giving me a donation. Okay. Remember, thank you once again. Remember that the opinions in the chat may not reflect the opinions of Peanut Nola 504 and his Aborigine channel. Remember that we have people that come in the chat sometimes. We may not all agree. So just remember that the wolf pack in the chat, they're all free to their opinions. I don't mute people unless you're a troll. If you're a troll and you're coming in this bitch, I got enough people with wrenches to get your ass out of here. So I would like to thank you guys once again. I'm out of here.